Okay, y'all. So, in my last video, we did go on a trip, but at the end of the video, I did release some really awesome news. Okay, so I have gotten a booth at an antique mall. So, here in the town I live in. And so, with that, I'm basically going through all of my things to see if, because I obviously don't have a whole lot picked out for the booth, since I thought it would be a little longer of a wait for me to get accepted to be able to have the booth. So I'm gonna try to pick through some of my things, some of my older things, of course, like antique vintage stuff, to see if I can find a few things to get started. I do have 2 pieces of furniture I'm willing to, go ahead and put in there. But I also need some smalls, some little trinkets, some books, maybe a lamp or so, pictures. So I'm gonna, be going through my books and stuff like that to see what I'm willing to donate to my booth. I can't believe I'm saying that right now, but I'm so excited. So I already kind of picked through some of them. I have a lot of books here on this side to pick from, or I already picked from them, obviously. But what I mean is I already picked some. So I'm not sure what else I'm gonna pick out, but I think I'm gonna get rid of some of the silver detailed books, like these. These are 2 really cute little books that I really like, but I'm literally so picky and crazy that I love gold jewelry, as you may be able to tell. Gold is my main, gold or brass is what I would rather I would like all of my metals in the house to be brass or gold. So this isn't metal, obviously, but you see the silver details on the book itself. I like these books and the pretty designs on them, so pretty. This one's a little more kind of cottage core, but anyway, so due to that, I think these are going to be the books I am also going to add to the booth. If that makes any sense, I'm just going to get rid of some of these with the silver details because I would rather it be gold detailing, such as these. These are the ones I really want for myself. They have the gold detail rather than silver. And yeah, so these are the kinds of ones I'm looking for to keep. Or maybe some of the ones that aren't even detailed with that kind of shine on it. Like this one is simple and not really, detailed in any way. I think I bought this to read, and that's why I it's not necessarily for the way it looks, but I thought it would probably be a fun read. But yeah, so that's kind of the idea. So, and all of these are on the top here. They're not antique or anything. They're just normal books, paperbacks, more modern, I guess. Well, some of these might be older, but they're just paperbacks, nothing fancy, These up here, I don't know what these are. Oh, this one's so pretty. My mom got me this for, I believe it was my birthday. Wow, and it's beautiful. I need to read this. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, I am gonna pick through some of those now, and I guess I'll show you the results of what I think I'm gonna add to the booth. And none of them have to be instantly put in there. Oh, I think I told y'all in the other video when I kind of put that information out there, but it starts on January 1st. So Christmas will be over, stuff like that. But yeah, I'll just go through these and show you what I get. All right, so these are the books we are gonna wanna start out our booth with. It comes over to like a cute little vintage houseplant books, and then the rest are just hardbacks, except for this one. This one I probably won't sell because it's a little damaged more than I'd like, so I'm not gonna sell that one. But anyway, so yeah, and these I thought were really cool, but they're not really my style. I wanted them because they were very unique, and they're like a club, a crime club, and they're like, you know, similar and they match kind of. But yeah, so yeah, these are kind of what we're starting out with. They're not like ideal books, they're just, you know, what I have that I'm not keeping. But a lot of them are very cute for decorating, like little coffee table books and stuff. Like this one, I thought this one's really cute. Even though it's like a little damaged, it's adorable, I feel like. And this one, perhaps, this one's stunning. I like the cover a lot. Very cute. Let me see. But yeah, that's what we got for the books so far. I already put the picture frames and everything in my car, but I am gonna pull them out in the future to, I'm kind of just using them in there to store them at the moment, not for like, you know, permanent location. Well, they are a permanent location, but I need to also, I would like to price them beforehand. But yeah, we're here in Lowe's to get some things for the booth. Stay tuned. Okay, so we're basically looking for some handles for this furniture piece I have for the booth, and I'm looking at all these brass ones because I like brass, and I feel like a lot of people like the gold brass hardware. So I'll show you the examples and decide from there. I'm also gonna take this rug here. It is folded up, but I just recently got this. It's in one of my previous videos, like literally right before this one, or two maybe. But besides that, I am just picking everything else beforehand. This I did try to restain because the top looked bad, but it kind of doesn't match, obviously. So I'm thinking I'm gonna paint it since it's not great. And yeah. Okay, you guys, so I have already put the smalls in the car in a box, and I put fabric around it, of course, so that it won't break. And so those are in the car waiting for the day. And so everything else I'm still going through. Those are just the smalls that I have already picked out and everything. There are a couple things here and there that I am gonna want to use and sell in the booth, but I'm using them for Christmas or something along those lines. Not that they're super Christmas themed or anything, but something I would want during Christmas, if that makes sense. So I already went through the smalls. I'm currently going to be going through all of the pictures, like, you know, pictures and stuff like that that I am not going to use anymore, or the frames themselves if they don't have like a built-in picture. Like this one's built in, like they just used to make them like that rather than pick a photo, put it in. They like are just built in. But yeah, so I would rather just have the ones that are built in already, like these old ones. I just love how they look. This is, sorry, I'm a little out of breath. This is LaCroix And I got some sugar-free syrup. I put raspberry in this, so it's LaCroix. It's like peach strawberry LaCroix mixed with raspberry syrup. I know to some people that might sound gross, but it's just flavoring. I mean, there's lots of things that go in multiple different ingredients, so it's not I think it's fine, personally. But yeah, so I've gone through most of my books already, but I think I still have a few to go through. So small's already done, going through photos / frames and other things, miscellaneous, I guess, and then the books, still finishing up on the book picking. But yes, and then I do already have selective pieces of furniture that I am gonna put in there, like my TV stand that is a sideboard, a sideboard buffet kind of thing. So I got it because it is what I wanted, and me and my boyfriend just moved in, like, together. My sister left, so we already had this apartment, but he actually full on moved in with me. But I wanted and needed something for the TV stand, so I got this. So now I'm gonna be selling it, at the booth. Since it's not perfect, I'm really crazy. I'm really picky, so I'm gonna find one that I like even better and that I think is like perfect, which is kind of hard because I have such like pickiness depending on what it is. So yeah, I just really wanted to get into the idea that I'm about to have a booth, basically. So I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna be, tomorrow I think I'm gonna really get into my idea of what the booth should look like and what I should have in the booth, stuff like that, which I think is gonna be really fun, actually. And I have my wine for the night. This is kind of one of the first wines I'm having since starting my diet, so I'm excited, but like also weird. But yeah, I basically just wanted to show y'all what I was going for the actual booth once it gets here. And obviously I am gonna go through a lot of it while I'm working on the booth. I'm gonna show you guys, or just show updates and stuff. I'm not gonna post mainly that kind of thing because I feel like I should have a variety, if that makes sense. Obviously I'm still kind of like learning and getting into it. So yeah, basically, but this video is going to be a little different for me because the way I'm going to be filming the ideas and stuff is going to be a lot different from what I've done before. Not that I've done a lot, not that I've had a lot of videos, but you know what I mean. It's going to be a new type of video, like the way it's put out there. But anyway, so I just wanted to put that out there and all of that and tell you the idea. And that'll start tomorrow. Very excited. And if you're wondering why I have a whole lot of pumpkins here after like Halloween and everything, one, this is an unpopular opinion and I might have talked about this before, but I personally love autumn, the season as a whole. Me and my boyfriend started dating in October. I've always loved the idea of getting dressed and all that for Halloween. I love how Halloween looks. I just love it. So I just love that time of the year as well as Christmas. But what I'm getting at is that I do feel like Christmas doesn't quite start until after Thanksgiving. I totally understand people that do want to decorate before Thanksgiving, but I love autumn so much, and the colors like green, orange, yellow, all those beautiful colors. I just need it a little longer, you know what I mean? It's my favorite season, one of them. Honestly, I don't know if I have a favorite season just because I like all of them individually. They're all really wonderful to enjoy for me personally. So But if I had to pick a favorite, it would probably be Autumn. You know, I love it. So I have a whole lot of pumpkins around the room right now. This is my office room, so it's not like I have pumpkins in every room right now. This is my main room with pumpkins and everything since since Halloween is over and October is over. I just decided to bring all my autumny things in my office because my office is already very beige and orange. So I thought this could just be the fall room and the rest would just be my normal stuff until we decorate for Christmas, which obviously I'm gonna vlog that as well, but I'm so excited. But yeah, that's kind of all I really wanted to explain, and then we'll get into it tomorrow. Tonight, the plan for tonight is basically just sushi. Me and Tyler are gonna watch a little bit of the movie, it's not a movie, the show Ghosts. There's the UK version and the American version. I haven't seen the UK version. The first one I saw that caught my eye, I've never seen it before, either of them, until I saw the American version. So that's kind of the one I wanted to watch first, just because it's the first one I saw, like on Facebook or whatever. I know that the UK one is also a little older, which I'm fine with, but it is going to be different seeing different people, different characters for the people I've already watched with the American version. But I am going to watch both of them, but the new season of the American version, Ghosts, has come out. I believe it's season 5. So we're watching that, a little bit of that tonight. Me and Tyler got into it together, so now we're just continuing on with the season that they just released. As well as we need to get into Stranger Things, but I got him into Stranger Things. I was a little late to the game a few years ago when I started watching it, but he is very late. We just started a few months ago. I had him watch it with me, and then we finished it, and now the final season is practically out. Not yet, but pretty much. The final season is fully released at the end of December, right? So we really need to get into that too after we finish Ghosts. Hopefully we can finish that once season 5, the last season of Stranger Things is done. But yes, very exciting. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna finish my wine. I have sushi waiting for me, and we're gonna watch Ghosts. And then after we watch an episode or two, he normally goes and does his own thing, and then I'll start watching whatever I want to watch. So yeah, I'm probably gonna try to watch, I really don't know. I have a long list of like Victorian shows and stuff I want to watch, as well as other things that I just haven't seen. I just recently got into watching more movies and shows. Ever since I was in like middle school, I've just been fully in YouTube specifically. That's when I started watching gaming when I was like, 13, something around there. I started watching YouTube and stuff like that. So I've been in YouTube mainly, like 90% of what I watch is on YouTube. And then just recently, I kind of got into trying to watch more movies. I think after COVID, I kind of stopped wanting to watch movies in general. Not necessarily because of COVID, but like, I used to actually want to watch movies and stuff, but I just haven't. And I think that might be because I didn't necessarily know what I liked. Or I was just a different person. Not a different person, but I had a different style. I had different movie types. I think that in general, they're kind of similar. I just thought I was something else in what I liked. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. But I think I now have a better grasp on the movies I like and shows that I would actually enjoy, which is really nice to figure out, I always knew who I was as a person, but like figuring out my style throughout the years, figuring out like the movies I wanted to watch is fun. Like, I just discovered that watching new movies things I haven't seen before for the first time is very exciting somehow, which I never realized before, you know? If I'm excited about it, of course. If it's something I'm not excited for, then it's not the same, obviously. But like, it makes me so like excited to like have that kind of first experience with a movie that I almost want to wait till me and Tyler have a house to start on my list of movies and stuff, because I don't know. It's like so weird. I'm so weird. I'm one of those people that wants to get everything done until I start something. Does that make sense? It doesn't, but to me it does. Even though it doesn't make sense. Like, I fully understand that makes no sense, but for me, it's like I would rather be settled and have a house before I like, and have everything beautiful and set up perfectly how I want. And if I want to have friends over, they'll watch it with me. I can't really host much when I'm here in the apartment. I mean, I could, but only 1 or 2 people. It's not like you know. But yeah, I'm that kind of person that just wants to finish tasks and chores before I start more exciting things, I guess. So, which is really hard because obviously there's always going to be obstacles, and there's always going to be chores, and there's always going to be something to finish or something to do, which I know that obviously, but I love change as well. So with that, I know things are going to change and I'm going to add to my house and all of that, but you know, I don't mind that part. I just want everything put in a place that I love it in. You know, I don't want my house to be half good. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be okay. I want it to be awesome. So I love changing the layout of my house as well. So it doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to be perfect, because I mean, it still has to be perfect for me, but like, that doesn't mean it's gonna stay that way forever. You know what I mean? So as long as it's where I want it to be and I love how everything's set up, it doesn't necessarily matter if I buy more things in the future. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm just explaining this horribly, but you know, people are always saying like, when you get a house, I mean, it's never going to be perfect. You're going to just keep adding to it. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but that's what I like about it. I like to change things and move things and redecorate and change things seasonally. You know what I mean? Which obviously people do that seasonally, but mainly I feel like most people just do that fall and winter for like Thanksgiving, Halloween, and Christmas. But I'm talking about year round. Like, I like change is basically what I'm saying. I like moving things around, maybe not furniture like every season, but definitely my little knickknacks here and there. I love changing things like that a lot. And obviously in this apartment, we are at the top floor, so I can't be making that much noise, so I can't obviously move like the big stuff that often anyway. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we're looking at with me. I don't know why I went on that tangent there, but I guess I just led into it with what I was talking about. But yeah, that's that's basically it. So tomorrow we'll start on getting into the theme of the booth. Not that there's going to be a huge theme, but I'm going to explain what kind of knickknacks I'm going to want to get, as well as, you know, the vibe of everything. And I say that as if, you know, I mean, booths, like antique booths obviously have a vibe, but like not all of them are the same because each person has a different booth. So yeah, but anyway, we'll get into it tomorrow. Okay, so first we're going to start with the smalls. Of course, the first category is brass. So these are just the example of brass candlesticks. Then we go into just the brass kind of planter vibe. Like, you can use it for multiple things, whether that's plants or something else. Also copper items. I think these are very unique and stunning, but they're not something I see every day, but a good option. And then with this, I actually have something very similar to this, except mine does not have the little stand connected to it. I just have the little hand clip. So I thought it was a good example. Next, we do have like a cute little brass teapot with that other little decorative thing beside it. I thought they were really cute and I would definitely get them. Copper little molds that people would use to, I guess, bake with. They would put cookies or bread in it maybe, you know. And so with that, we are now on to the gallery portion of my idea. The photos we're wanting to look into are mainly going to be, you know, antique oil paintings, landscape, animals as well would be really cute. Then we do go into the the books, sorry. We're going into the books basically, and I know there's a lot of leather bound books out there that are desirable, but you know, if we can't find a whole lot of those, then we can just find the more vintagey ones rather than antique. Those are still good too. I think a lot of people like the design and the way they look. They're very decorative and pretty. So that kind of thing is what we're going for. But now we're kind of getting into more of the actual display and design of what we're wanting to do in the booth. You know, with the wood tones and the beautiful books displayed with the smalls all around it. I'm just so excited. It all just complements each other so well, in my opinion. I just think they're gorgeous, and I know that a lot of people nowadays do actually like some of this stuff. I've been into it for a long time, so I'm very excited to get into it. But yeah, now we're kind of getting into more of the actual booth examples. These are real booths that I've found on Pinterest that I think would correlate pretty well with what I'm trying to do as well. So, you know, I tried to find a lot of those with the copper pieces, all this kind of brass. I think these are pretty good examples of what I want to do, and I think they all look pretty great. Especially this one. Like, this one has beautiful decorative legs on the wood pieces with the brass handles, as well as the smalls all around it with the paintings. It's just really stunning, in my opinion. And then there's this kind of example where it has a lot of shelving, and the reason being is that my grandparents told me that the best selling is the smalls, the small items. Those go faster because they are a little cheaper and, you know, stuff like that. So we're going to have to keep a lot of the smaller pieces on hand so that, you know, we can constantly rejuvenate the booth. But yeah, so I'm just in love with all of this stuff. Y'all, that lighting is horrid, but I got the most awesome things at Goodwill today. Like, literally, ooh, baby. Okay, you guys, listen to this. So I went to Goodwill before I picked up my sushi. And listen, I found literally such cute stuff for the booth. There's two things I did get for myself, but the rest, unless I want this one thing, the rest is supposed to be for the booth. So let me show you. Okay, so this is the majority of what we got. I'll start one by one. So first we got this cute little mug vase thing. I am not sure what these really were, but I also got these flowers individually, lavender and the sunflower. I thought they were cute to design with, as well as this really cute little mug. It's not old or anything, it's just really cute, and I thought it would go really well with the aesthetic, as well as this vase. I thought it was really beautiful. So yeah, and then I got two brass items. This one needs to be cleaned a little bit, but otherwise it's beautiful, so pretty. And then this bell. Honestly, I'm thinking about keeping this bell myself because I'm obsessed with it. It's so cute. It would be so cute to style. Oops. It would be so cute to style on a shelf or something. And I got this basket. I thought it was really cute. And I could put some things inside of it, obviously, for display, showing how cute it would be. And then I got these glass cups. They are real crystal, which tends to be better. You can know it's real crystal by the sound. Real crystal will hum or have a delayed noise. If it's not, it will just ding and that's it. But these are, listen. You see how it like was continuous a little bit? That's how you know it's like real crystal. So I got the set of 6, which was very exciting. I thought they were really cute, very cute. And then the last to sell are these cute little candle holders, or candlestick holder thingies. I thought they were very cute because they, you know, it's like barn house, you know, vibes, I guess. So all of it together just looks really cute. I'm so excited. And then these are the things I got on my own for myself. I thought this was adorable. I loved it. And then I did get Christmas lights because, like I've said, this is our first Christmas with a tree and like fully decorating, you know, so we obviously don't have any at the moment. So I got some of those while I saw them. And yeah. What do you think? Oh my God, I'm so ecstatic about what I got. But yeah, very excited, mainly about these things too. It's not very often when you find real brass at like Goodwill, so wow, I just love it. What's that say? I don't know. But this also, I love how it's worn down a little bit. Personally, I think that's really cute. Honestly, a lot of people kind of like that, I think, the imperfection of things, which is why they've started making things like this that's like supposed to look old and imperfected. You know, kind of like to rip jeans, how they're like ripped and they're not like actually you know what I mean. But I am so excited. I hope y'all see the vibe. And this vase type thing, it's not a vase. I'm not sure if they used it as a mug or what, but it's just really cute for styling on a bookshelf or something along those lines. And a lot of the time, the flowers in the Goodwill section are not normally good looking, but I thought these were decent. They were pretty cute. There was actually better ones, better lavender looking ones, but they were not, they weren't labeled. They weren't like priced, so they normally won't let you buy it if it doesn't have a price on it, so I just didn't. But oh my gosh, y'all, what do you think? If you want, tell me what you think about this kind of stuff and which one you would, I guess, which one would you buy? If any, of course.